coming in and joining. Let us know where you're located today and why you decided to attend today's conversation. Feel free to pop into the chat and just kind of give us some updates. And we do have a lot to cover in today's session. It's going to be super fast paced. So we're just going to kind of keep clipping through as you add your comments in the chat for us. I'm Dr. Kelli Irwin. I am the professional development co-chair with Rhonda Blackburn, and she'll introduce herself in a second. We really have fun planning these bite-sized webinars for you all. So if you're interested in sharing topics or you have an idea, please be sure to reach out to us as we continue to build the calendar. Rhonda.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Blackburn. I am the other half of the professional development co-chairs. I'm also the CIO on the board. And of course, Kelli did not mention that as of the conference, that she will be president-elect this summer. So so excited about that, but let's get started.
Yeah, so for those of you who aren't familiar with where to find the bite-sized learning information, you receive it just through an email. You can go to the TxDLA website, and under our Learn section across this top, you will find the bite-sized webinars. You can register there and you can see kind of what's coming ahead for us. In today's webinar, we're talking about conference, and we're doing a sneak peek preview of some of the exciting presentations that we have on board. We do bite-sized learning at noon Central Time once a month. And so you can see our upcoming April webinar listed here. We usually talk a little more about this, but again, we have a lot to cover today. So we're just going to jump right in and keep going. Leap to the Future is this year's conference. It's an exciting time for TxDLA. It's an exciting time in ed tech and digital learning. And when we think about all that happens in K-12 higher ed, government, industry, in the realm of digital learning, there's a lot ahead for us. So Leap to the Future is our theme this year, and we hope to see you in person in Denton in March or at the end of the month. And then again, we have the virtual in April as well. Just kind of some housekeeping things. This session is being recorded. We already kind of talked about the chat feature. Please feel free to add any questions you have along the way, and Rhonda and I will kind of be monitoring and try to address any questions we have. Everybody is on mute. We ask that you stay on mute unless it's your time to talk, just so we don't have any background noise. And let's keep going. We are ready to get started and hear about some exciting conferences. We have a long list of folks sharing information. So let's get started.
Okay, well, our first one, I hope someone from the journal is on, but it's Ignite Your Scholarly Writing Skills with Generative AI. The Texas Journal editors are doing that session. Anyone on? I think this is going to be talking about the journal. So, okay, well, we can come back if they jump on. Okay, so our next one is Colleen Sinquist. She is doing Secrets to Student Success, Promoting Inclusivity and Engagement in Digital Learning. So, Colleen.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for hosting this webinar here today. I'm Colleen Sandquist. I am with Reed Speaker. I'm the Strategic Partner Manager, first time attendee. So I'm super excited to come and learn from everybody. So at Reed Speaker, we believe that learner variability is the norm. We believe that if a flower doesn't bloom, we change the environment. We don't change the flower. And we believe that beginning with the end in mind keeps everyone focused on the learner, that learner-centric activity. So our session is going to focus on inclusivity and engagement and how we're going to bring that to life on campuses and K-12 districts and government platforms all across the country. We are so thrilled to be able to let you know that we're going to have Texas Reardon, who is the president of TxDLA and the director of distance and digital learning at Panola College. He's going to be joining us, and he's going to be sharing some proven strategies on how he's making this happen in his college there in Texas. So thrilled to be along for the ride. Come and check out our session, and we look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much.
Ms. Colleen, their session is Tuesday, April 1st. Our next one is with Brad Dennison, creating the Netflix effect in online courses.
Oh gosh, thank y'all so much for the opportunity to talk about this one. I'm very excited about the idea here because my background was broadcast before higher education. And so I understand engaging from a little bit of a different perspective from what I've learned in higher ed. And I wanted to combine the two. And so for jokes aside, think about the last time you binge watched a TV show. What kept you hooked? What were the cliffhangers, etc., right? That big energy that keeps you engaged. So what's compelling storytelling and how can that be integrated into your course structure? So for this session, we're going to explore how to apply the Netflix effect to online learning, transforming static content into engaging episodic journeys. We'll also talk about things like storytelling techniques by Kurt Bognitz, like Man in the Hole, that can be used to increase engagement through storytelling-driven engaging content. And it's not just theory. We're talking about stuff that can be backed up with data. You're talking about 35% increase by doing micro-learning strategies in your course content that can actually be benefited from this kind of binge content idea. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully having some fun conversations around the idea.
Perfect. Thank you. And that one is on Monday, March 31st. And his second one is Evolve, a 6-step model for designing AI responsive assessments. So Brad.
This one I'm much more terrified of. So basically at the college here, a lot of the faculty wanted to get some insight from those of us in the tech field on how to approach their assessments and assignments with the artificial intelligence in mind. And so when it was built, the idea was that a lot of our faculty are familiar with the idea of an instructional design model. So let's break it down into a 6-step model to evaluate existing assessment and assignments and to reevaluate how they can be redone in an AI-driven world. So the workshop is going to tackle and look at how these real challenges that faculty are facing can be overcome with AI. They're just a little creative thinking and maybe even using some artificial intelligence yourselves.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Brad. And that one is actually on April 1st. So our next one is empowering students and scholars with specialized AI tools with Mariah Peckman. They were not able to be here, but they did send along a video. So you know what? I don't know if I shared. Hold on. Let me stop sharing and make sure that I shared my my audio there. Nope, I did not. So I'm glad I did that. Okay.
Welcome everybody from Texas A&M Kingsville. In our presentation titled Empowering Students and Scholars with Specialized AI Tools, which is scheduled for Monday, the 31st at 10 p.m., we'll be discussing first legislations, then some specialized AI tools.
In the first part of our presentation, we'll discuss existing AI legislation. Beginning on the international level, specifically the European Union AI Act, which is deemed to be overtly strict by some and why it's considered to be strict. We continue with the national legislation, including regulations from the Biden administration to President Trump's new executive orders. We'll also analyze recent international declarations highlighting strengths and weaknesses from a U.S. perspective. Next, we continue with existing recommendations from key U.S. agencies, including the Department of Commerce or Education. Finally, we'll look at Texas legislation, including the proposed House Bill 1709.
In the second part, of our presentation, we'll talk about AI in grant writing and how do publishers look at you using AI as a part of the book proposal, as a part of the book chapters, or as a part of your articles. In the third part, we'll be discussing specialized AI tools, evaluating specialized AI tools, and third part is article to PowerPoint. So if you have a well-structured article with the introduction or the statement of the problem, maybe sample, intervention, and then conclusion, how do specialized AI tools handle it? With generic tools like Copilot, you will get a lengthy outline and no background for your slides. But there are tools out there which will not only break your article properly, but create limited number of good-looking, I would say, perfect background slides, and we'll be discussing it as a part 3.
Thank you, Maria. Part 4 of our AI tools evaluation is all about spreadsheets and data handling. We tested a dozen tools designed to generate formulas, manage spreadsheets, and even tackle SQL queries. While ChatGPT excels at creating charts and structuring spreadsheets, it has some limitations, like handling Microsoft SQL or VBA requests. But we didn't stop there. We also explored parsing tools to see how AI can streamline data processing. It's been a deep dive, an ambitious journey, and now we're ready to share our insights with you. Don't miss the full presentation. We hope to see you at the TxDLA Leap to the Future 2025 conference.
Make sure I didn't start again. Okay, so next we're going to have AI, the flux capacitor fuel for global learning with Ashley Harton. I know. No, we can't hear you, Ashley.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. I knew I was having issues today. Okay. Hello, everybody. So my session is talking about utilizing AI, not just to create a lesson like, oh, here's a lesson, create this new lab or create this assignment for the students to write a paper, but taking it a step further. And how do we make our students, or how do we create lessons that take our students' learning to the global level? So how do we say, how do you solve this problem that's over in Europe or over in Ethiopia, right? And how much time does that take as an educator to go and find that problem, and then to now got to create a project based on that? But I'm going to show in my session how to utilize AI to help you create these global learning lessons that help to create relevance in your classroom and in the learning. Specifically, I taught chemistry, high school chemistry. And so a lot of the students were like, why am I learning this? How do we make this relevant to your learners? And so I'm going to show everyone how to utilize AI to create that relevance while also allowing a global perspective in the learning. And my session is on Tuesday, April 1st at 11 a.m., I believe.
Thank you, Ashley. Yes, it is April 1st. I don't have the time down for some reason when I wrote down the date, even though I said on my spreadsheet I have date time. I just put down the date, but yes, it's April 1st. Next, we have integrating AI and the Universal Design for Learning UDL framework to improve critical thinking and digital literacy with Jennifer Miller.
Thank you so much. I want to give a special shout out to Lisa, Rhonda, and Kelly for inviting me here today and affording me this opportunity to share. I am not as prepared. I don't have a video, but I have worked on my presentation, and this presentation is about how we can use universal design for learning to really improve literacy and critical thinking, which is part of the literacy process. And so we're going to talk about engagement, and we will be evaluating several AI applications to improve engagement with learners. And then we'll look at representation of knowledge, which is looking at how we can better represent our content as instructional designers and how that can really help the brain kind of better comprehend and make meaning of the disciplinary content that you're teaching. And then finally, we're going to look at expression of knowledge, because how do we know if our students really understand the content? We're going to look at different AI tools that can help students express their understanding in a creative way, which demonstrates fluency skills. And when we do these three things and we think about purposefully how we're using AI to really teach the content, and use the UDL framework, I really strongly feel that that's a really strong approach to integrating AI into the classroom. And I have found that both mentors who are faculty really jump on board when you present it in this way. And then also my pre-service teachers who I'm investigating on comparing mentors to pre-service teachers using the UDL framework. I have found that this has really helped kind of close the gap with the digital, just the digital literacy divide that we have, and I'm from far west Texas. I'm actually in Big Bend today, where the wind is already 60 miles per hour. So I'm a little limited with my technology here, but I'm so grateful that I get to connect with all of you, and hope to see you and learn from you in your sessions when I attend. And my session is on Monday at 1 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next one is the Coordinating Board Division of Digital Learning Town Hall with Gwendolyn Morrill and Bria. No, I can't think of Bria's last name, but
it's the whole Division of Digital Learning team at the Texas Higher Education Board. So we're hosting a town hall. I think it's Monday at
it is
2 o'clock hour.
2 o'clock, yeah.
Yep. So our team, we work really hard to build awareness, increase capacity for, and recognize digital excellence. And so we just really want to use the town hall time to share what we've been working on, including even a brand new website to represent all of those projects and opportunities and events, etc. But it's also meant to be a community building event as well. We want to hear from you, learn about what your lived experiences are on your campuses, the challenges that you're trying to solve, innovative projects that you're working on that we can help highlight. So it's meant to be a back and forth for us to get together and meet and share and come away with new opportunities. So I hope you'll join us.
And you text me and said that you also have an AI session. If you definitely want to talk about that one, that would be great too.
Okay, great. So Dr. Aleda Cantuli is here, and she's going to be hosting that session.
Yeah, so I'll talk quickly about that. So we wanted to have a session where we didn't just talk about adopting the latest technologies anymore. We're talking now about fostering a culture in our institutions or within our own work that's more adaptable and ready for the changes that are coming to us, like full speed ahead that we know of now. So Dr. Michelle Singh, Dr. Kyla Torrey, and myself will be representing the Division of Digital Learning in our session titled From 2024 to the Future, Developing an AI-Ready Culture Through Institutional Agility. That one is Monday at 1 something, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it's Monday. I know that for sure. So our session is designed to help educational leaders just move beyond the basics again of the other AI that we call it adapting to innovation, and really build that agility that is needed to drive these meaningful digital transformations that we're all looking to make in our fields. And so again, the main idea here is to, rather than just look at specific AI concepts or tools, we're really looking at institutional agility as a whole, or agility as a whole, and readiness, helping you all to have everything that you need as far as resources and support goes to adapt and thrive in this evolving tech landscape that we're all living through. And so with that, I'm just going to say the future of education relies on us, on our work, on our ability to adapt, to innovate, to implement technologies in very meaningful ways. So join us in my session, in our session, to gain these tools, to offer your insights even, to help us build an AI-ready culture and lead the way to digital innovation.
Thank you, Aleda. Okay, so our next one is Look Before You Leap to the Future. And I'm going to get out of here real quick and go over to this video and play it for y'all.
Is artificial intelligence, known as AI, good or bad? Should we look carefully or leap to the future? Our session will put AI to the test and answer some probing questions.
Using AI it's unethical. As long as you cite AI as a source and follow up with research, AI is simply just another tool. AI has bias and gives bad information. Use AI to enhance your own ideas. Just verify your sources. AI will never replace human intelligence. Responsible AI integration can pique your creativity and improve student success. Using AI is cheating. Just like any resource, a calculator, spell check, or Grammarly, AI has its place. Having a policy on using or not using AI in your online course is the key. Your intellectual property is at risk with AI. Be sure to use artificial intelligence resources like Gemini that are vetted and approved. AI can't replace critical thinking. As educators, we still need to focus on relationships, human skills, empathy, teamwork, and cooperation. Using AI responsibly should not be a replacement for creativity and human skills.
Join us Monday, March 31st from 11:10 to noon for our session, Look Before You Leap to the Future. Lynn Cagle, Instructional Designer 3, and Bria Peters, Instructional Design Specialist at the Bush School Office of Extended Education, will talk about some of the controversies and caveats surrounding artificial intelligence. But we'll also have some fun using AI.
So Lynn and Bria, I don't know if y'all want to add anything to that, or it looks like y'all have lots of fun. Well, excellent. Thank you. And our next one is Flux Capacitor for Educational Design, a
triumvirate.
Thank you.
Basically, it means a triad, a team
Okay.
of three.
And Kathleen.
And really, the idea behind this came from the fact that, I don't know about all of you, but trying to plan by myself, whether it's for a session, a course, a whole curriculum, can be very challenging today. You know, when I first started teaching, technology was an overhead, if we were lucky. But none of us really have all the skills necessary to be able to be the curriculum specialist, the content specialist, the instructional designer, and the curriculum specialist. And so the idea behind this workshop is, how can we bring the three together? And what are the unique roles and responsibilities of each when we're planning, and how to balance it so that we're not having these off-sided conversations and where people feel like their position is not respected. So we'll look at the different roles and responsibilities and their unique contributions and interdependencies. And then look at some of the models from the past, like the TPAC model, and how can we move that into the present and use more of a team approach with it. And so the whole focus is going to be on how do we collaborate and design effective instruction together, utilizing everyone's strengths. And it's going to be Sunday as one of the pre-conference workshops. And so it's really a session designed for everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you. Now that sounds fun. Next, we have Identifying and Embracing Differences in Emerging Leaders. Shania Anderson, did I say that right?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, it's Shania Anderson.
Shania.
I'm sorry. Our session is on an open forum presentation about leadership, identifying and embracing differences in emerging leaders. We'll focus on understanding and valuing the diverse leadership styles of introverts, extroverts, and ambiverts, and how to create an inclusive environment where everyone thrives. We also plan to highlight and empower introverts and ambiverts to step forward into their own leadership styles. I also have Dr. Allison Jackson with me as well too, who will be presenting with me in this session.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. We're really looking forward to it. In addition to what Dr. Anderson just shared, we're also going to have some tips and strategies on how to identify members of your team to help grow them in leadership if they might not be that extrovert. And so in addition to being able to grow yourself as a leader and to step into a position you might not have seen yourself, we're going to have some tips for growing teams as well, as we believe these ambivert qualities are really what's needed to be flexible in providing solutions and the way our climate is increasingly changing in education. And so we're looking forward to that. We'll be presenting on April 22nd at 12 p.m. in the virtual conference. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. And the next one is Envisioning the Future, Challenges in Distance Education for Texas with Kelli Schaefer.
Thank you, Rhonda. I have reached out to a few of my colleagues. So what we have planned is representatives from the 3 major university systems in Texas, myself representing Texas A&M. My partner in crime who will be moderating our group is Justin Dellinger. He's the Director of Digital Learning here at Texas A&M. But from our other institutions, we have Patrick Plush, he's the Executive Director of DSI Digital Growth from the University of North Texas. And we have Dr. Eric Bush, who is Faculty and Executive Director of Undergraduate Programs for UT Austin. In our group, we're basically going to we're going to pull out our crystal ball and we're going to see what we think are the challenges for distance education for the next 5 years. And as you probably know, it changes every day with our new president. So we are updating our presentation until the day before we leave. So I hope you'll join us. We are presenting April 1st at 2:15 in Pioneer 4.
Wonderful. Thank you. Our next one is Show Me a Campus-Wide Digital Accessibility Program that is working with Laura Hopkins. Laura on? I don't see her. But if you're interested in that, the session is on Wednesday, April 23rd. So it is part of the virtual conference. Our next one is Breaking Barriers, Building a Virtual Student Support Hub for Non-Traditional Learners with Elena.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for having me today. My name is Elena Carroll, and I am the VP of Corporate Development at Upswing. Upswing is an edtech company devoted to helping more non-traditional and historically marginalized students graduate college. We do this through our wraparound student services platform and our SMS virtual assistant, Anna. We are so excited to attend TxDLA this year. We've actually attended this conference for several years, and I have to say it just keeps getting better year after year. So I will be attending as well as Melvin Hines, Upswing CEO, and we will be presenting on Monday, March 31st from 3:50 to 4:40 in Pioneer 1. Our presentation this year is titled Breaking Barriers, Building a Virtual Student Support Hub for Non-Traditional Learners. This session addresses the challenges institutions face in supporting non-traditional learners amid the looming enrollment cliff, including fragmented resources and low student awareness and engagement. During this session, we'll discuss how Upswing's Virtual Student Services Hub streamlines access to support using data-driven insights to address student needs like food and housing insecurity. We'll also talk about how leveraging 24/7 support models and student behavior data, how institutions can maximize their resources, really enhance engagement and improve student outcomes. So we hope that you'll be able to join us for our session as well as attend the conference in general. It's absolutely fantastic. So thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Elena. Sorry I didn't have your last name down. I didn't know your last name.
Hey, that's okay. No worries. No worries. Thank you,
And
though.
y'all are doing it on Monday, March 31st is what I have down.
Correct. Yes.
So the next one we have is the latest innovations in online proctoring with Nick Laboda.
Rhonda, hey everyone. Hi, my name is Nick Laboda. I'm with Respondus. I'm going to talk about how our products help educational institutions prevent cheating during online exams, including hundreds of institutions in school districts in Texas. So I will be at the TxDLA conference running a session about the latest innovations in online proctoring, as Rhonda had mentioned. The session will cover the newest features of our products, Lockdown Browser and Respondus Monitor. So if your institution is looking to maintain exam integrity, whether it's in classrooms, testing centers, or remotely, it would be great to connect at TxDLA. The date and time of our session is Monday, I believe, March 31st between 1:10 and 2 o'clock in the Pioneer One room, and we will be doing an Amazon gift giveaway. So to see you there. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing everyone.
Sounds like I may need to be there. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Our next one is the Innovator's Guide to RSI Compliance Strategies to Safeguard Your Institution with James Taylor.
Thanks, Rhonda. It is amazing how your heart starts pumping when you see your name on the screen and you realize, okay, I'm up. But appreciate Rhonda, Lisa, Kelly, all your help. So much goes into this, so thank you for the time and guidance that you guys give to each of us. My name is James Taylor. Weirdly nervous right now, as you can tell. But I'm from Pronto. Our focus at Pronto is providing a communication platform that actually engages students in understanding the psychology and the digital habits that they have kind of in their daily lives, right? Email is just not working. We need to find a way to engage with our students in a better way. One of those in which is, and the focus of our session is better understanding RSI. As we've talked with schools nationwide, it's been amazing the lack of understanding of RSI, and I think the fear that RSI can bring every 7 years as that audit comes. And so we'll be talking about RSI as not only one of the most critical aspects and components of online learning compliance, but we want to break down what RSI really means, why it matters more now than ever, and ultimately how simple strategic shifts can really turn RSI from being a checkbox to actual powerful engagement tools that drive our student success. So we're stoked to be at TxDLA, always an incredible experience with incredible people. Excited to see each one of you there and be able to break down a little bit more of RSI and how Pronto is helping cover your bases with regard to RSI compliance. So thanks again.
Thanks, Jane. And your session is on Tuesday, April 1st, right? So now we have spark engagement and collaboration with icebreakers. Kelli Irwin.
Be in mute. We have issues no matter what system I'm in. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this one. This is a little bit of a longer session. I think it's an hour and 15 minutes if I remember right, but it's an experiential based session. It's really designed to be hands-on, where you are getting involved and building connections while we're in the room. It's really the type of session where you should be ready to have some fun as we spark engagement and collaboration while we're creatively using icebreakers in different formats, using different tools. Some of them are digital, some are offline. But really the whole point is that these connectors can be used in any environment with any participant, any age level, with some guidelines. And you're going to actually experience. So it's not just going to be hearing about these icebreakers. It's going to be being involved, experiencing. And then when you leave, you're going to have access to resources that are kind of mini guides for how to implement each one. And this one is, I don't remember what day of the week, but it's March 31st in the afternoon.
And then you also have harnessing the power. Oh no, that's me. Hey, wait, I didn't put your other one in there.
Okay, that's okay. I'll just talk about it.
Meetings.
The other one, let's see, what did I title the other one? The other one I titled, Ignite Collaboration for Interactive Meetings. So this is also another experiential one so that you're actually involved in the learning. It's where you're part of just a variety of different activities that we'll be doing to help you see how to ignite collaboration as you actively engage in the session that hopefully you will then be able to translate into your meetings. So really it's another one, be prepared to be involved and have some fun. Again, you're going to experience what we talk about along the way. And really the goal for this particular session is that you leave with ideas, that you pick a couple of those to implement and put into practice, as well as have some tips for making your meetings more interactive. That one is April 1st. I don't remember what time that is though.
It is April 1st. I have that down. Okay, and then I'm actually doing one on harnessing the power of AI to transform micro-credentialing and lifelong learning. So really trying to think about how can we utilize AI to not only develop, but continue our lifelong learning through micro-credentialing. So hopefully you can join me. It will be on Monday, the 31st. That'll be fun to see there. Now, I did see in the session, hopefully he'll jump on, but I saw Francisco, and he is our president-elect and the conference chair, and I would love him to say a bit of words to engage you and encourage you to come if you're not.
Thank you very much, Rhonda. Yes, I'm here. I mean, you're doing an excellent job by just bringing the presenters together in some of the attendees and got this preview of what the conference is going to be. Very helpful. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for the presenters for taking the time to share how exciting your presentations will be during the conference. And of course, I mean, this conference is made for you. We got different constituencies from K-12, higher ed, private, nonprofit. I mean, we got all different type of people who's going to be joining us in the session. We're ready. We're ready for you. And of course, more than welcome to attend. For the first attendees, there's going to be a session for you also. We're going to be talking about TxDLA, what is TxDLA about, and how we can help you and you can help us getting this learning community along the time. So again, thank you very much, Rhonda. Thank you very much, Kelly. And of course, thank you for having this session together for the conference.
So I know we also have 3 amazing keynotes that are coming. Do you want to say anything about your keynotes? I'm putting you on the spot.
Sure, hold on. Hold on, yes. We do have 3 different keynote speakers for the conference. And day 1 is going to be Summer Yelnini. I think so. She's coming with this Beyond Tomorrow, leaping into the workplace of the future. That's going to be our first keynote. Then we have Dwayne Bedell, an education technology innovator, and he's coming with his presentation on personal impact to national research, the power of digital learning. And our last day, we get Rhonda Smith, learning and development leadership expert, and with her presentation, The Human Age Back to the Future with Power Skills. So those are the 3 big presenters, keynote speakers, and we'll have one each day.
Yes, and the nice thing about it, they're all very different, right? So being able to, get to hear different takes on what we're doing right now in digital learning. So I'm so excited about seeing them. And thank you, Francisco, for all the work you've done. Well, this actually went so much faster than I thought it would. but that's okay because you're going to be able to get some time back because we are going to wrap up this session. Again, thank you for joining us and all the presenters for coming in and giving us a sneak peek at what you're going to do. Again, our bite-sized learnings are under Learn if you go to TxDLA.org, and our April one's already up there, so come and join us on that one. Can't do any of this without our amazing partners that we have. Anthology as our premier partner, and Digital Resources or Platinum. We have several gold, silver, and bronze, as you can see up there. Don't forget, please join us. This is what it's all about. Join us at our conference in Denton, March 30th through April 2nd. I can't believe it's just a few weeks away. And our virtual conference is April 22nd and the 23rd. Definitely, if you're not a TxDLA member, if you come to the conference, you become a TxDLA member, which is real exciting for the entire year. But if you're not able to come and you're not a member, we'd love for you to join us. You get lots of opportunities with this amazing community that you're seeing here, and a lot more on our website. So you can always join us at TxDLA.org, on X, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also YouTube. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Let me stop sharing. And I don't know, anything you want to leave with, Kelli?
No, just this, I've been part of TxDLA since 2008. I think that was my very first conference to come to. And so, fast forward all these years later, it's just as exciting now to be prepared and getting ready for conference as it was that very first year that I attended. And I'm always amazed at well, maybe amazed isn't the right word. I'm pleasantly surprised by all of the great sessions that we have every single year. And even though year over year we may have similar topics, the sessions are completely different. And people go into different depths. And I'm really excited to hear that we have a town hall and a variety of different sessions this year. So hopefully you can join us in person. If not, absolutely join us in April for the virtual.
Definitely. Well, thank y'all so much, and hopefully we'll see y'all there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Rhonda.
you.